Hello, give me a second to post all the comments. And everywhere. Oh, no. Don't need that anymore. Alright. Let's make sure everything is running smoothly. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, hello everyone. This is Kavfire here with... Hey, Red Wolf. How are you doing? What's up, man? Sorry for a little late. Lunch was a little late. Ate as fast as I could. But yeah. Yes, this is a Raven. This is a standard Raven, by the way. This is the one that I use for level 4 missions. I'll show the build I have for it real quick. So I have 6 Cruise Muscle 2s, a drone, Link Augmenter, a large Shield Booster 2, a Shield Booster Amplifier 2, Missile Guidance Computer 2, large cap battery, 2 multiple spectrum hardeners 2s, and a large micro jump drive, 2 capacitive flux coils, and 3 ballistic control 2s. Nice. I don't know what those are. So let's get into the first mission. Let's pull up the good old Eve University. Very, very handy tool. No, we do not do missions in low-sec or null-sec. Okay, so we're doing recon. 1 of 3. Let me find the mission real quick. So we're going against the Super Pirates. Alright, so I'm gonna need kinetic and thermal. I'm good on... Yeah, I lost a drone. How am I gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna need to... Yeah, because the mission that I was doing last time off camera was a little annoying. But I got it. Oh, okay, so that's why you asked that question. Yes! Oh, plum. I thought you were meant thinking something in game. I might join you off camera, but as I said, I'm in the middle of a stream. I would do for you, do at least, but I would say bugs for Helldivers, because the war with the automatons was... I actually fought in the Battle of Cyberstan. I actually did a couple days of playing that off camera. And we could have won that if we didn't run out of reinforcements. Yeah, so for those who do not know, uh, Helldivers is somewhat uh pay to pay to win because some of the like really nice stuff is behind war bonds. But you can actually get war bonds in game. There's actually, if you are up early enough and you're lucky, you can actually run into people who just run um, super credits and you can get them. I actually have some good ones. I think I have like half of them unlocked. Um, so back to Eve. Okay, so I am almost there to my goal. I need about 15,000 more. And then I can buy that one item and see if I can get it. Also, if you're gonna go for a sniper build, you want to make sure you can do first person, looking down the scope, because that makes your accuracy so much better. Um, and also, let's see if we can get a affiliate today. Well, not today. Tomorrow. If I can get 3 people watching my views concurrently, for 2 more days, I get affiliate. Which will be huge for my Twitch channel. And as long as I don't get too many followers, I can actually get it. Yes. So if you got people who, don't got really a thing going on, hop them in. And yeah, let's. Let's get it, because if I can get affiliate, that's I'll have a lot easier time getting views. And then I think the next goal is for me to actually. I think they have to watch for more than like 5 minutes. The longer they watch, the better it is for me. Okay, so we need to start approaching the gate. We're gonna switch to that one. Locking up targets. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, sorry, that was my roommate. If I lost my Raven because of I don't know off the top of my head. I think there's a limit they have to pass. Let's actually get my drones into this fight. You go after the Drake. I'll take care of that Raven. Cause there's a Raven, there's a Drake. Oh, you have the. Cause there's multiple new targets. Fudge monkeys. Oh no, you just become next on my hit list. Cause it's jamming me. Uh I posted in multiple channels. And I don't have an watch counter, so I'll find out after the stream. Hopefully, I get it. Oh, and I'm also being webbed. You gained that target. Yeah, if I can get stop being webbed, that would be great. Let's also add my programming computer. So far, they have been attacked. That's not nice. Okay, so they're focusing on me. Good, so I don't have to pull in my drones. Yeah, no. Okay, so we got. I'm just reloading. And I am now officially jammed. You have just become my #1 target. Yeah, they can't get through my tank. And at the rate I'm killing, yeah, they're not gonna get through my tank. And it looks like there are 5 ravens and a moa, I believe that is. Yeah, The good thing about these guys is they have they give you 1.3 million for the bounties. That's gonna make a game changer, because I'm still trying to get the golem. So if I can get the golem itself, then I can slowly start buying the stuff for the golem. I should be able to kill this raven within this salvo, without reloading. I'll give the drone some help and target that with my last salvo. So, I also watched, before I started streaming, I watched a, video for a, fan, remake of an old game. They just did a massive update, called Shadow Worlds, I think? It's called Star Wars Galaxies. Now, I have actually played Star Wars Galaxies before. So Star Wars Galaxies was a thing before World of Warcraft. So it's interesting. I might give it a try at some point again. Because there's a new update and whatnot. And I like the game. It was very customizable, where you could actually basically be anything you want. As a video that actually introduced me to it was, you can be a bounty hunter, beast tamer who's smuggled on the side. You can be a droid engineer with, using rifles who's smuggled on the side. And whatnot. It was funny, like, little joke. But unlike most games where, you get a class, and then you have to actually, do quests and whatnot to level up. This one, you didn't have that. Let's actually reload. It was an interesting game. I had fun. Will it stream it? Probably not. I mean, I have actually. This is one time who actually has so much time on the side. I'm having to uh redo Final Fantasy 15. And this is I'm not gonna stream because it's like, oh, I have to max out character, get like one more chest, and boom, bing, bada boom, you know, monster hunting, one all that. Um, that's taking a little time to do. Okay, drones return. While they're returning, let's reload. And let's activate the gate. Alright, so now we come in, we just gotta dock, and we are good to go. So let me actually pull up the next. Alright. So I should make a couple million from that one. Mission. Complete mission. How are we doing with them? We're at 6.18. I don't even know what a level 5 mission is. Okay. Yeah, for this I just gotta jump to to a target. This one I'm very easily gonna be blitzing because it's not that the pay is not really good unless there's like some amazing bounties. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna fight them all. That's my tank and script. let's get into it. Okay, so there's... And let's get the heck out of here. Yeah, bounties weren't really all that worthwhile. Yeah, so now I'm at 912 million. By the way, all that trade is from like plexus that I got from packs and whatnot.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Oh yeah, by the way, I did activate a new booster for my character. Now I did add Marauders 4, but without it, I could have, from like 60 days to 49, almost 50 days. So I lose like 10 days of training, which is awesome. But I am gonna actually add in Marauders. Let me actually pull it up now that you made me curious. I have one. It says I have one on my end. But that's fine. Uh, yeah, no, yeah, okay, and the last mission, I believe, does say do... Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, you don't. It is... This one you definitely want to have at least, a Raven because we're about to actually do one of the missions where you have to get to a certain distance between a ruined Stargate, and you have to survive. Um, nice. I'm like 20 something. I can call down a walker. Um, I think the weapon I was gonna actually get next was actually my first heavy armor pen primary. That's not a laser weapon. Oh yeah. Uh, I had nothing planned, but I need to actually do some recordings. So I need to get off my lazy German Polish butt and actually start doing some recordings for a series that I've had that I wanted to do for a while. It will be available on YouTube. It will be basically a destination by destination guide on how to 100% um uh let's say Fire Emblem, but Final Fantasy 3 Pixel Remastered. Because I actually now have the Pixel Remastered. In when I streamed them previously, I had the 3D um remakes for 3 and 4. Now I have the yeah. This one's just gonna need to. I'm gonna have to just basically record a bunch of. Is that a joke? If that's a joke, that's not funny, man. If um if you honestly don't know what Final Fantasy is, you have my sympathies. Um. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you don't know. Final Fantasy was a game series that helped it basically became one of the most beloved uh, RPG series of all time. If it wasn't for Final Fantasy One, Square, one of the companies that actually became Square Enix, would be bankrupt, and we would think, "Oh, it's a failed company." Um, there are okay, so not counting like part twos and whatnot, they are 16 games. 1 through 6 has a pixel remaster, which is basically what they would look like on their original hardware. They are remaking. It's actually straight up remake of Final Fantasy VII. They have 2 or 3 parts, which I love that they're actually not making into one big game. I love that they actually did that. And 8 has there's a rumors that 8 and 9 are gonna get a remake soon, like a proper remake. 10 has a HD remastered, but I hate playing 10, even though it's one of my it has I love the story of 10, but I hate playing it because if you die, if there's a cutscene right before a boss and you die from that boss, you have to rewatch that cutscene, which is annoying. 11 is actually not a single player RPG. It is actually their first attempt of actually playing of them making an MMO. You can actually still play that game to this day. 12 actually has 3 different versions of it, and I have played all 3 different versions of it. So there's the standard PS2 version, which I've beaten. There is the only released in Japan, but I've actually played it on an emulator when I was way younger and way stupider. Called the International Job System, which I've beaten, and that was really freaking difficult because it changes things from the original game. And then they have the Zodiac Age, which is I have that, I haven't beaten it. Now, the difference between the games is in the original PS2 edition of it, there was no job system. Basically, you can have every character use most abilities. Typically, what you want to do is put everyone in heavy armor and just throw them at enemies, and have one person as a healer, and they will heal you and buff you and whatnot. In the international job system is you got one job. You have to be very careful what that job is, because if you mess up, you have to start all over. There was no way to actually change that job. So depending on what you mess up, and you might have to start all over. Now, the Zodiac job is they've made it look much prettier. They actually allow you to have 2 jobs at the same time for a character, and they've changed some things. They've added a boss, which has, as far as I'm aware, currently holds the record, or had the record, for the most amount of HP on a boss. I think it's 50 million HP. It does have a weakness to dark damage. If you use a specific type of armor and a weapon, you can kill that thing really easily. I haven't done it. I'm gonna have to start all over because I was almost beating the game, but my internet cut out. And back then, if you didn't have access to the online, you couldn't get achievements. And I didn't have access to a hotspot at the time, so I couldn't, hop on my phone and do that like I can now. So I'm gonna have to completely redo that. I might stream that. 13 has 3 different games. It has 13, 13 2, which is a direct sequel, and then you have 13 Lightning Return, which is a completely different monster than any other games. It is so unique. 14 is an MMO, which I love. I love that. They might be starting to release a new expansion soon. If they do, I might go back to playing that game for a little bit for the expansion. As for 15 and 16, 15 actually has its own movie that you have to watch first. And I'm serious on that. To get somewhat of the story, you have to watch Final Fantasy Kingslave. As for 16, I own it, but I haven't touched it. I haven't even downloaded it. I might. I'm not going to stream that one because streaming a Final Fantasy that you have never played before is actually a little annoying. Because you constantly have to look things up and whatnot. And plus, I don't have my controller. Let me rephrase it. I have a controller, but it's broken right now. I don't have the parts to actually fix it. Oh, thank God. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna... Nope. Okay. So, yeah, I can't do the atomic missions because I actually require using a Pacific ship and have Rocket Specialization 2, which I do not have. I can't even use rocket saves. I'm only have rockets 4. Uh okay, so we're gonna need EM. So we're gonna place you. I think it's the infiltrator's EM. Yes. Repackage. I think I can buy another one here. I can. That's nice. So I have back to 5 drones. I'm sure it goes in here. Yeah, no, I'm probably gonna be fine. Uh, like, the only thing I really need help with is sweet money. That's the only thing I really need right now. So I can buy a golem and outfit it. Hey! I just got rated with 91 views. Thank you, dude. Raid! You know, everyone who just rated, you have to start playing Raid Shadow Legends, which I don't like because it's pay to win. But yeah, that's the only game that I know that has raid. Hey, Dangerous. Thank you. Yay! No, if I can have people stay and just watch me for a little bit, I can get one more day. I just need one more day of people watching me, and I am an affiliate with Twitch. That would be awesome. Um, so let's get this mission started. I know missions are like boring, but I'm almost to the item goal I want. The LP store I want. Yeah, I need like 12,000 more, and I've got it. And then I'll go back to Abyssals. And then if people are nice and not try to kill me, you might be able to join. I'll be doing it in frigates. 2 lucky people can join me on Abyssals. You just need to frigate. I'll be doing exotics. Yeah, I'm very careful. Um, yeah, I forgot to actually activate this, but I haven't ran into any problems. I haven't had any. I've had like one person hop on grid when I'm doing a mission. Um, and they uh yeah, you need a frigate. Um, I sent you that link to the abyssal. Site that actually has some really good links. Um, if you want to run abyssals, you want to actually get into a hawk with light missiles, too, and you can do it. I will show you the build from my hawk that I have run abyssals. I haven't used this. Hand. I think my game just crashed. Yeah, I think my game just crashed because I can hear it, but I can't interact with the thing. And I'm just about to. Oh yeah, I need to. And because I'm about to be attacked by drones, and I don't know. Alright. So I'm gonna restart that real quick. Ooh. And I got to level 2 for buff games. For those who do not know what buff is, it is a program that you have in the background that you can actually have, and you can get points and you can get things. It is legit. I'm actually wearing something I got half off thanks to them. I'm actually the headset I'm using is actually what I got from a buff. Again, those are my 3 characters. We have, Kavfire, Lady Andy a lot. Hey, Rusty.
Connecting.
Alright, let's get back into the game and finish this mission. Always the game crashes for me at least once per stream. I took some damage, but it's not like, oh, I'm about to lose my ship. Okay, so there's a bunch of like battleships and battle cruisers on grid. Let's slowly make our way through, and let's start popping. We have a. Is that a freighter or is that a? That's a hauler. Okay. Ah. Good for you. Alright, next battle. I'm not worried about you guys. Oh yeah, cause there's the special, cause there's a Trevgonian minor victory going on. I can't actually fully lock on. I haven't checked. It still says only 1. Nope, no, I'm at 38. Yeah. So, I think I got the views. That means, well, that's what, yeah, So if I can get people to plug in tomorrow, and I can get affiliate. Yes. If you guys can help me get affiliate, that would be a great birthday present to me. And considering my birthday's next week. Oh, don't jump. Oh, yeah, but say. Uh, next, not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday, on the 7th. I will be turning 34. I will be doing a birthday stream. Let's try taking out these drones. Oh no, they're gonna get targeted. Let's reload. I don't know exactly what I'll do. I was thinking, I'll either play like EVE Online, we could, like, do something together. I don't know. So I'm probably gonna be streaming in the morning, starting in the morning my time, because I will be out with my family. We're still good. I think two. I think my drones contain 2 of them. You go and yeah, you guys all get that one. Yeah, I don't think you guys the shields on my drones are gonna go down. Yeah, that guy's going down like, really easy. Okay. Return to drone bay. I haven't done my dailies for the day, which always do your dailies for the day, because they are very, very helpful. So if I don't do Eve, I'm probably do Once Human. Because I've actually played that game before, and I love that game. The problem is I couldn't find anyone to fucking play with. No. There's one game I would love to play. Finally, that is multiplayer. Borderlands, the original Borderlands. Yeah, no, it was actually a really, really good game. So the problem with Borderlands is it feels like it's a cooperative game to me. And because it feels like a cooperative game, Oh my, that's right. I have to consider your age. Borderlands is a somewhat older. Um. Oh, birthday diaries. Yes. That you gave me that idea. Oh yeah. Yeah, we can. Well, Starship Troopers is one of my favorite sci-fi movies of all time. Not counting any of the Star Treks, because Star Trek is to me is my own category. Um, I love Starship Troopers. I sadly I have not read the book. I literally have a giant pile of books sitting right behind me. Some of them I haven't. Well, if we do Helldivers, it will depend what the major order is. If we have to go fight the bugs, we'll go fight the bugs. If we have to go fight the Covenant wannabes, we'll fight the Covenant wannabes. Um, what I would love to get is I would love to get the Mark 19 grenade launcher. I used to play Halo Reach religiously. Back in the day. Um, I actually remember the day that Microsoft made Xbox Live pay to play. Um, I loved Reach because I loved the storyline. There's also a story that I like to read occasionally that is basically somewhat continues the like an alternate thing of Noble Six. Um, and it combined with Battlestar Galactica. Um, which is it's a very interesting. So basically, what the premise is, it starts off with Noble Six just delivering the Cortana to the Pillar of Autumn, and he's about to do his last stand when he gets a radio message that a transport ship wasn't able to take off, and he goes to help them out. And it goes to the story of, oh, they crash landed on an alien world. Okay, so he's going to have to go into cryogenic stasis for, you know, a long time. I think it was like 20 something years. Look at these cruise. Yeah, because I got we have a what is that? Is this a that's a battle cruiser? Yeah. Uh, I hadn't really played uh Halo Wars all that often. I know the story, and I love the story of I well, here's the thing. I love a good horror movie. You give me a good horror movie that's not like um uh that's not try to give you a freaking heart attack, and I'm happy. I actually, as a tradition, watch the OG black and whites of great of Frankenstein, Dracula, Mummy, and all that stuff. Um, okay, so I can start locking up these things.
Has run out of charges.
Yeah, these things target my drones way too fast, so they can't really do much damage. I'm gonna have to repair that drone. This is why I was talking a few days ago. Oh, put a smart bomb on a Raven. Uh, possibly. Will have to see if my roommate wants to do his normally bug me, wants to go to the store type stuff. Um, but I would be down. I may do like a couple matches with you. Um, tempted to do is jump away and engage these things at range. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna do that because it might be better for me to actually target lock them. That should kill it. Yep. That's another 2 million. Yeah.
A module has run out of charges.
Launch drone, so I don't have to waste my missiles. And engage with that target. They are still outside my lock range. Right, yeah, because my lock range is 103.5 kilometers. And then return to the bay. I could also jump to them. Which my jump drive will be available in 12 seconds. Let's also scan, make sure. Yeah, nope, nothing's. I'm not picking anything up. Yeah. So, as for my stuff, I'll decide. I'll coordinate with my family, see when they want to pick me up, and then we'll go from there. Cause I don't get to see them all often. I get to see them like twice a year. Because I live just too far away. So I live about 2 hours and 3 buses away from them, and I live about 30 to 45 minutes away by car. So they're close that I can actually, if I make the effort, I can see them. But because I don't have a car, I don't want a car. Well, technically I do want a car, but I don't trust myself. I don't see them often. If I you know, I need to give my brother an earful because the times that I do get to see them, he wasn't there. So BB, if you ever watch my streams, you're bad. And that is my nickname for my brother. He knows about this nickname. He actually gave me the idea for the nickname itself. A long time ago. When he was a much smaller munchkin. I just gotta kill it thing, right? You just need to destroy the drone bunker. Uh... Oh, that was... Okay. That was it. Yeah.
Warp drive active.
I had to stretch. And I'm gonna reach behind me and get a soda. It is a Coca-Cola. I am not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I would like to be at some point. But for that, I'm gonna need a lawyer. Um, by the way, that's my first ever drink on stream. I'm streaming for over an hour. Um, so yeah. Yeah. There's some games I could stream, but I want to do something that actually other people can join me for my birthday. So one stream is an option. Um, and people can join. Um, I might download that game and see when the next blah, 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 thing is coming out because they have unlike most, you have a set time to actually play on the server. I'll give that a try.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Someone is actually at the door. That's another million in the bank. And we're now at 71,000. So we should be able to do it. Get the item. Yeah, we're about 8,000 away. A little more than 8,000. So about 3, maybe 4 missions. Can't do that. Can't. Yeah. Like if I could do those atomic missions, I would get a crazy amount of LP. Um. Oh, this is actually. I think I can do this one. So let me actually pull up Eve University again. Very grateful, great use. Resource. Buzzkill. Alright, so we're going against the Angel Cartel. They are explosives. Okay, so I think that's. Hang on, before I actually do anything, I'm gonna actually. No. Repair, yes. So my drones are all fully repaired. Repackage. Take that off. Sort. And I think it's hammerheads? They're explosives? No. Then it's the Valkyries. Yes. The Valkyries are my drones. Because we need explosives, so we need Nova. Oh, we just got a special mission. Where? That is the question. They're only 2 drones away. Uh... I... What do you want? Special delivery. Oh! 40,000? That's a freighter hull. But that's 7 million. Okay. Yeah, no, so 40,000 is you need a freighter to move all of that at once. Um, let's actually let's test that theory. Uh, let's go with Galente. Uh, and then simulate the fit. Because Galente has the biggest cargo hold that I can have access to. So go medium. I think it's under Ichi. No, it's under. Yeah. So it would take me 2 trips to do that. Um, and my hauler is well, my hauler because I do actually have a it around Mach 5 somewhat close by, I believe. Yeah, right there. I'll think about doing that one. Yeah, no, that one's gonna require some investment, but I'll think about it. You are on the back burner, and I have 7 days. I have like over 6 days to actually decide on that. Did I actually fit out my this? Yes, with missiles. Did I load extras? No. And let's do this one. This gonna. I should need one more after that. After this, depending if I can get a good mission, I should be able to get one more, and then we'll see. Yeah. Well, story missions are very, very important. Um.
Warp drive active.
Ooh, that's a golem. Ooh. Well, it might have to go into Lultec. I don't know. I didn't check the route. Um. Okay, so we have. There's no gate, so everything's right here. Put you in Cap 5. Yeah, Cap 1. Start locking on targets. No, I want to go away from them. Well, they're not, you know. Let's see if I can launch my drones. Start getting them in the fight. Because they're cruisers, they might actually not. Yeah, they're not gonna be able to break these things tanks. So let's have them engage with my target. To kill these things faster. Let's activate precision, because that might actually... Let's also buff out D-scan. We have a Typhoon, Paladin, Raven, Mammoth, and Golem on station. No drones, so they don't even know where the frick I am. So you're gonna switch to that target. I'm switching to that target as well. As long as that Golem or Paladin didn't show up, I could probably get away. As long as I don't have warp drones. Yeah, stop overwrecking. We have a Caracal, a Dominic's Navy issue. Nothing on local. Let's start reloading. And target that one. Alright, so that's one left. There's only one cruiser left. No other contacts on grid. There's only that Typhoon in... Yeah, because that's a... Yeah, that's a battleship and that's a Mar. Typhoon's that... Yeah, no, this is... Oh, I love that little drone bait. Is this... What is this going to do? This is a missile one. This could actually be mistaken, if they didn't have it on HUD, this could easily be mistaken for a carrier. Because that looks like an internal bay. What is attributes? Oh yeah, I can actually have 4 sentries on this thing. Drones returned to bay. Because there's a, assault frigates on grid. Let's start hitting them. There's a Genesis? What is a Genesis? Oh, okay, yeah. I've seen one of them. I just didn't remember the name. Let's actually use my drones to engage it, because they are really close, so they can go in, engage with that target, and then... I tried to save the missiles, but that didn't work. Yeah, and I know nearly lost the Valkyrie there. There's a Jackdaw on screen.
A module has run out of charges.
And these things are shield tanks, too. Yeah, that's the thing I like about mentorships is they can be either or. Um, but because they have to be either or, and they can use missiles, so you have to train. Ironically, you have to train your uh, shield, armor, missiles, and gun skills at the same time. Hey, what's up, man? Just dealing with some frigates. Uh, I hope you're wearing black, cause then you can do I'm Back in Black. One of the best rock songs of all time, hands down, bar none. No. Uh, do you know who ACDC is? And this is a very serious question. Okay. No, because I've actually played with people who've never heard of ACDC before. Um, yeah, no, ACDC is, you know, you don't listen to all. They have like some really good songs. They have Thunderstruck, Back in Black. Uh, there's Dynamite. What's that? What's that? The one. Um, oh, put the name off the top of my head. Um, I don't know. There's one song that I would love to play on stream, but I think it's still copyrighted. And this is a song I first heard when I was a little kid. Um, by a group that my dad loves. The Eagles. No, I have to do one more day.
A module has run out.
So I need uh 25 views, stream 4 days a week, stream for 4 hours, and then I qualify and then have 4 days of three or more viewers, and then I get. So let's. I'm being target painted too. Ooh. Um. Yes. And generally, the group in the Care Bears den actually um helped me with that. They had been a big help. They've helped me get to over 100 followers, and I'm actually gonna beat my friend that I used to play with. Because it took him to about 150 followers until he got affiliated. Um, yeah, you have. Um, like this has been a great. Um, like it feels like I'm progressing instead of yes. There's a I have that for a reason. Um, I would like to so one thing I need to actually do is actually set up a delay. Uh, I'd like to try to do at least a minute, so that if if I do streaming on a PvP roam with our corp, because um Julie is actually a member of our alliance. We can actually we do occasional roams. By the way, were you there when we got ambushed by that Loki? I think you were. A few weeks ago. No, it's actually how um Twitch works. And also you can actually put in a delay. It was when was that? That was like maybe okay. Yeah, so a couple of us went roaming in like um caracals. So there were three caracals, myself and two other people, and then we had uh like two people as our tanks. Yeah, it was disastrous because the problem was we were running heavy assault hams or heavy assaults. For those who don't know, um, and the downside of hams, and one of the reasons why I don't like using them, but it was the fleet doctrine.
Has run out of charges.
Um, right now, no, I'm in high sec, but we were doing a PvP room. I think we were actually in no sec when this happened. We Loki got on grid, and we just did not have the range. Um. Oh, those salt birds are super far out. Let's go meet them. Uh, it was just like a spur of the moment roam. So we lost three caracals and two tackling ships because our range was like around like 28 kilometers, and it warped into our sector at like 40. So it took us about 2 minutes to close the gap for us to open fire. The problem is because there's actually a couple kilometers. Um, I think I still have the video because I was recording. Give me one second. Uh, I I actually do have the video. I just need to upload it. I'm gonna have to cut some of it out because it was like I'm gonna show us getting our asses beat. I forgot about. I totally could have been forgetting about that. I'm gonna do that after stream. Um. Yeah, these things can't. Yeah, school's important. Luckily, I don't have that problem anymore. I honestly hated school. There's only one class that I actually did enjoy at school. Yep. Um, well, and that class was history. I'm a history buff of nature. Um, and a movie I need to actually see finally is Napoleon. Um, because there's actually a channel called History Buffs. Um, has done a video on it that's 2 hours long, and I actually have to watch if I have to see it first, then I'll watch his review of it. Um, for those who don't know, Napoleon was one of the greatest generals that ever lived. And it's one of the best success stories that anyone's actually lived through, because he went from a Corsican nobody to Emperor of France. And was literally so close to actually taking control of Europe. The only problem was he had to deal with the English. He could have actually beaten England. So his main problem was there's a little England has a little moat called the English Channel, and England is known for its navy. How many more targets are you guys gonna throw at me? Yeah, they need to actually um I hate missions like this where it's just like, oh, we spawn in enemies, you know, slowly but surely. Like, let's just get this over with. So, yeah, I gotta keep these things on. Let's check directional. Make sure no one's scanning for me. Just that golem. So, and if I'm gonna do that story mission, I'm probably just gonna get in my Edelon Max 5 and just, um, do it over multiple runs. Why waste money when I can just, when doing that? And it's distribution money. I have 2 hours to do it. And I believe my Edelon Max 5 has, um, 3, um, things that actually lower its align time. So it shouldn't take all that long. Okay, so we have battle cruisers in a. So target the. Start with the cruisers. Let's start moving away from them. There's a vagabond. What was that for? That's a Mimitar, yeah. That's the Mimitar one, okay.
A module has run out of charges.
Yeah, I might start using... If I ever do missions again, I'm gonna start using Fury missiles. Well, so I'll bring Fury and Precision missiles. So, this is a slow, tedious process because they have a really good tank on these things. Alright. Problem with these things is, another thing is, their bounties are not really all that great. I mean, the assault cruisers are actually worth more than... Yeah, the assault the assault cruisers are worth way more than the battle cruisers, and the battle cruisers go down way faster. I can kill one of the battle cruisers in like 3 salvos. 1 for shields, 2 for its armor, and 1 little shield they actually bring back, and then another one to finish it off. Okay, so we have... Let's get rid of this. Yeah, this assault cruiser is probably gonna go. Oh, whoa! There's a mining fleet here.
A module has run out of charges.
Like I said, I can destroy the destroyers in 1 salvo. That's another 3 million. Nice. And I'm now being... warp disrupted by... By the way, those are Machinals in here. I believe these are the... Yeah, these are the Tech Tube versions of the Retriever. Um, personally, the Retriever, from what I've been told and what I've been seeing, is the Retriever is the most heavily ganked ship, mining ship, because they don't get any bonuses. Preferably, if I'm gonna fly a mining ship, I'm gonna go with the Procurer, because it already has the +6 to the shield resistances, and then I would go for the Skiff. Because you lose some resistance, but you get shield hit points, and these are actually really tanky. The downside is you don't get to carry as much, but you still get to carry a lot. You know, 19,000. That's actually a decent amount, and you get ice harvester duration, gas harvester duration. So now we only have... Okay, so the battleships are on grid. I think we just gotta kill the battleships. So we gotta... So all we have left to do is kill the battleships. And... these warp-obstructing frigates. So I'm gonna pop these destroyers because I'm already locked on. If I only had a smart... I'm really heavily considering, just for shits and giggles, putting on a... a smart bomb just to be able to deal with these frigates, because they're like my one weakness. And I would have to be very careful when I actually use it, because if someone's on grid and I'm close to the weapon spot, they can get nuked, and I get concorded. But it would actually make my missions run much faster. Can I actually use this smart bomb right now? No, I can't. Um, I'm I want to give it a try. Cause if I lose my Raven, I'm not really. As soon as I can get the implant, I'm probably not gonna do missions for a while. I was actually considering selling the Raven to actually help me make up the little bit of money that I'm, cause mission running is not that fast with me because I can't do the atomics. If I could do the atomics, I could, do a position mission and then go bam, 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 atomics, atomics. But I don't have access to the atomics. I'm not probably gonna do that, get that for a while. Because they, it will take me a long time to do that, and I'm not gonna be running missions. For a while. Yes, at some point, yeah, I will rebuy a Raven, but mission running is not the most profitable considering it took me a long time. If I had better mission skills, so if I had security connections, negotiation, and all that up to higher, I'd be able to. So let's take out the battleship because I think that's the only thing I'm missing from doing this mission. The battleships are too decent. So they give me, so I'll get like 2 million from just killing the battleships. They're starting to slowly get through my shield, but I'm starting to, deal with them. The problem is the battleships are like too close, but I'm about to kill another one. If they had maybe 2 or 3 more, then yes, there would be a serious problem. But no, you don't have enough DPS. And I just killed one of your brethren. Um. And then we just have this one, and you're donezo. This mission should be donezo. Um. Yeah, and then if I can get the bu- 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 the um implant that I'm working on getting installing that, then yeah. Like if I can do the atomics and had like really good skills, then yeah, I could probably do that like once a day and make the money. And that is the mission. We are done with that. Uh.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, so we should be. This mission should get us halfway through to the remaining we need. Yeah, we need like 400. Let's actually do the math. So I have 75,300.
Skill training complete.
Yeah, I can use this, my problem. So yeah, want the. Uh, yeah, what the R0, yeah, this one. Um, so we need, let me actually pull it up. So we need, 79, no, 79, uh, 375 minus 75307. We need a little over 4,000, and then we get it. Well, I get it. Let's see what the mission is. Duo of Death. That's not what we needed LP wise, but we'll do what we get. Uh, oh, there's multiple. Guess do pirates. So then we need kinetic. Okay, so this one's gonna be like really simple. All we have to do is warp in, kill 2 battleships, and then warp out. There's no web. Let's actually send that to the destination. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to get my reward. Gonna refit me for kinetic. And then before I do, pull out my drones. Repair, because that one drone was damaged. Drones, let's pull you all out. Package. Stack. And then I go Vespas. Yep, because you're kinetic. Huh. We are still. I'm slowly losing people, but yeah, I think I think I qualify. So, because I'm this doing Russians is somewhat boring because it's not really profitable compared to other methods. Um. Did I not bring my drones? I put them in my. Okay. Like, I don't even think I'm gonna need them.
Warp drive active.
But okay. Uh. Yeah, getting this, getting the extra 250,000 skill points free a month is like huge. Because it saves you so much time and effort. Yeah, I got 3 million. Nice. Boards. Claim all. And that's another, like, million. About a million that I get. Excuse me. Put him into Qatari Battleship 5. It saves me a couple hours. Right? So doing the dailies. For them, if you can do the career, career then you can actually make a lot of money. So if I can actually get this done, and do like I've already completed like if I complete this well, that's another 200,000. But I would like to get this one done. Even if I do this one, because this partnership is actually kind of boring. I still wouldn't get the points I need.
Warp drive active.
But yeah, that will save me probably about a day or two. Alright, then hit the gate, and then go and deal with the two battleships, and then bing bada boom.
Warp drive active.
Target the battleships. And close in on them. Shields are doing okay. because the two main threats are down. So all I have are the spider drones. Actually, you know what? It probably might be easier and faster if I just go dock at the station real quick, put my drones in, and then warp back to that area and let my drones deal with the spiders. Because the cruise missile batteries are not really a threat to me. And then once I can buy the item, I'm gonna end the stream because I'm not gonna be carrying something that worth that much money on stream and selling it because that's just asking to be ganked.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay, so put you in my drone bay, and then we're good to go.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
I might as well just take these things out as well. Uh, I am almost there. I think I need like after this one, maybe two more missions, depending on how the LP goes. Once I get it, I'm gonna end the stream because I'm gonna go sell that. And I don't want to do that on stream because that's a over $100 million valuation of an item. I don't want to get ganked. Let's throw in my own missiles. And I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna actually sell my Raven because missions are not really worth it because I don't have I can't do the atomics. Because if I could do the atomics, then yeah. Oh yeah, I can do. Yeah, sure. What's up? If it's like private stuff, I can after stream. I can more than happy hop in a my server's VC and then we can talk if you prefer. Now just gotta wait to get to the box. Oh, okay. Yeah, then shoot. I'm literally flying through space trying to get the scanner, so you have my full undivided attention. Huh? What the fuck? How often does that happen? Okay, and your what is your school doing about it? It doesn't matter what your school is. If they are allowing that bullshit to happen, it is completely and unacceptable to me. You have your rights to. Are you kidding me? Okay, so what you need to do is I would start having your phone record your daily that's like keep in your pocket and just start recording. Um, and like start building proof. Um, because that is completely unacceptable. I don't care what your political views. You're you're fucking a minor, for crying out loud. And your school is doing nothing. That is a lawsuit waiting to fucking happen. And if the school, yeah, no, that's no, it is fucking crazy. It's basic. I get bullied almost on a daily basis, and my school did nothing. It's mostly the reason that I actually had to drop out, because I was being bullied almost every single day. Um, because I am German. I'm ethnically German. And Polish. It was released that. Okay, yeah, no. You need to start recording. Um, if you are basically being threatened, death threats and everything, you need to basically build a case of harassment, death threats. If you're getting notes, save them and take pictures. Um, if you can, uh, document them where you get them. Like if you're in your locker, like start building a case. Once you get, and basically go to your record your school, your principal, or and everyone's not doing anything, then go above their heads and go straight to the fucking school district and go to the police. Because that's harassment, that's assault, um, uh, and that's battery as well, because they're doing you mentally harm.
Docking permission requested.
Um, yeah, just have your phone on you. Uh, I'm assuming you have a smartphone.
Docking request accepted.
Yes, no, that's a benefit. If you are faster than they are, um, you know, it's you have an advantage. Okay. Once you have enough evidence, um, and you go into the school district and you go into your local police, right? Uh, let me know, and I want, you have my full permission. I want daily reports from you to make sure that you are okay. I want to make sure that you are nice and safe. I cannot, in good conscience, abandon someone like myself in a similar situation that I was in when I was younger. I cannot do that. It goes against every fucking fiber of my being. Yeah, no. If your teachers or do you have any staff member that's actually supporting you in any way, um, I would try to if you can, try to find one staff member, right? One adult, um, and don't give them everything, but give them a little bit of trust because it is ridiculous that they're not doing anything. I honestly hate that. The game's having I'm getting disconnected from the game. Um, like you have your right to opinion. And I think based on your school zone, your time of day, it's what you live in like England or something. Yeah, no. Be very very careful. As I said, I would like to hear. Yes, okay. I am sorry what's going on over there. Um, it is really fucking ridiculous. Now I don't know the laws of England, um, but I would check what England's laws about recording without permission. But I don't think they're gonna have much of a fucking problem because you're getting harassed and you're getting death threats. Now I'm taking you at your word. But if you can give me hard fucking evidence, like that this is fucking happening, I will I will leverage my community, even though it's a small one, and I will help you as best I can from the U.S. If they start punching at you or kicking and doing whatever, um, just try to take it. If they're trying to do, yeah, no, well, no, 'cause, England actually has a law in the books that is actually I myself is concerned. Yeah, no, you if they get into a fight with you with that many, you're fucked. You might be able to take one or two of them down, but with that many, if they all gain up on you, you're not going to last long. You're going to probably get some, depending on how physical they want to you, they can actually hurt you. It is ridiculous, and I will do my best to support you. Um, what are your parents doing about all this? That's my main concern. What are your parents saying? I'm shocked. You know, I hope you don't feel offended what I'm about to say, but your parents are fucking assholes and morons. If your parents are on, if your parents can hear me, you're bad parents. Do better. Actually, you know what? You know, if any of your parents are around, you know, if you have a laptop or whatever, or, you know, no, you're not wrong. You are completely entitled to your opinion. What I'm saying is, if your parents are around, if they're awake, because I have no idea what time it is over there, I will give them a piece of my fucking mind. Okay. Okay, so yeah. So they're most likely asleep. Um, you know, tell them, right, when in the morning, tell them that you have support from someone who is actually in that same position from the US, and tell them exactly what I'm about to say. Do better. Don't basically abandon your kid. It will fuck them up. Because for me, it took a long time for me to drag myself out of the hole of depression after all the bullying that I've suffered through in my life. I still have scars about it, and I occasionally, you know, get depressed when I think about those days. Like coffee mugs? I'm not like I'm not. That's an English thing. I don't know. Like all I think about when I hear mugs, I'm like coffee mugs. Um. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you for clarifying. Okay. Um. And you're a minor. What the fuck? If if you could, I would say move to the U.S. And you don't have to deal with that fucking shit. Because it is bullshit. But yeah, tell them that they need to do better, or their kid's gonna be, or you're gonna be fucked up later on. It may not feel like. Okay, so you're 14 right now, but you're almost 15. 15 is adult over there, isn't it? Is it 15 or 16? I don't know. Okay, yeah. So still, I thought England had different rules when it comes. So it's the same over here in the U.S. Um, Yeah, no, they need to do better. Um, yeah, I thought it was 16 for a while. Um, because back in ye olden times, it was like 15 or 16. Depending on the country. So yeah, I need to switch back to EM. And that's, yep. Oh no, I need turn bay. Okay. And do you mean when you mean gym membership, do you mean like a workout gym or like a boxing gym? Okay. Um, 13 pounds is not that bad. Yeah, yes, I had to look it up because I don't know the conversion rate. um, uh, like honestly, dude, I feel sorry for you. And yes, please let me know after every day of school that you're okay, for my sanity's sake. Um, because if you don't, I will message you every single day to make sure that you are okay.
Warp drive active.
Oh, there's a megathon. Oh, it's a fancy megathon. Um, yeah, no, dude. Yes, no, it is. Very good. To talk it out, because if you just let it, you know, stay inside you and not express that with people, it's very bad for your mental health. It took me about 6 years for me to get to where I am today. Yes. write how you're doing. Um, just document things. You need either physical proof or you need to have voice recordings. If you can get either one of those, you can actually build a case. Now, I don't know what the laws are in England about recording without permission, right? But as long as you don't record their face, I think you might be fine. So just have your phone in your pocket, recording at all times. Um, and when you actually get home from school, right, what you want to do is take that recording from that. You want it to record during the entire day, right? Take that recording and upload it to the cloud, and keep a physical copy on your computer. You want to do this for two reasons. One, so if they accidentally destroy the proof, you know, y- um, yeah, just keep it in your pocket. Thank you for the role. Follow Madison. Aisha. Um. Trusha. Thank you. Um. I don't like nuts. That's the thing. I go to bed. Have a good. Try to have a good day at school. Um. Well, I. By the way, I can't have nuts because I don't have any teeth. So I can't really enjoy nuts. Oh, that's a big explosion. So go to the. I don't care if I lose the infiltrators. These things are gonna interfere with my mission. Get in, get in, get in, get in. Um. There's a lot of stuff that I can't really eat that I would love to eat. I would love to get a good steak and ribs. Oh. Now there is actually a story that I can actually, a surgery that I can do. Um, that can give me like false teeth that aren't inserts, dentures, and they're basically what they do is, it is a little disgusting. They're warning. What they do is take, I think, a pig or horse bone, and they sew it onto my existing bone that I have in my face, and that will allow me to actually eat. Um, the problem is the surgery is stupidly expensive, and my insurance won't actually cover it. So if I ever make it, like, start making money on Twitch and YouTube, I think the goal I would like to do is have that surgery. Because you gotta take care of yourself, man. And my original plan was, my first major purchase when I made it big on streaming and YouTube, was I was gonna actually finish buying out my mom's car. But that plan didn't work because my mom already paid off her car. Yeah, so I think my drone might be able to kill it because I've got it already weakened a lot. Engage target. I don't think you're gonna need my drones. So I only lost one drone. That's nice. Um, yeah, it sucks fighting with like medium drones and whatnot because they're so squishy. I haven't actually played around with sentry drones, but from what I've been told, they're like, you know, defense platforms. So if I can basically warp in at a target and just like set them up and like use my own guns, bing bada boom. Before they actually get into me, they're dead. I might actually set up a build for that. Cause that is like a curious thing. Cause the way I would design it is, something like this. But don't use Savagers. Use like my own guns. Hey, Pyroplasm, how are you? And yeah, like do it like this. Yeah, but just use my own guns. I might actually. I think sentry guns require the same amount of bandwidth as heavy drones do. Let me check. Sentry drones. Yes. So sentry drones are 25, and heavy drones are, I'm pretty sure, 25 as well. Yes. So if I can find a ship that actually has both, so that's 250 for sentry drones. I can do that. So, but it has to have more. So, doesn't Minotaur actually have a? Oh, that's a martyr. Have a drone ship? They have 75, so I can have like 3 of those. But no, that wouldn't do what I want to do it with. What about a Maelstrom?
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
So they can do 4 of those. And I believe a Typhoon doesn't have much. Oh, so okay. So what I could do with this is what is it? Is this a shield tank? It can be either. Give me a second, fellas. I can fly this, by the way. So what we would want is highs, and you can have 4 sentry drones. Basically, yeah, come in. Okay. So do turrets, cruise missiles. Right. Instead of having an extra cruise missile, what we would do is have right 2 of those. Have a standard tank, shield tank on this thing. So we do light shield boost to um and then 2 metro multi spectrums. And then a medium micro warp drive. For those, we would want, since we have a shield tank. This is going to be a shield tank since I'm better with shields than I am with armor. I'm gonna do I'll put on a damage control 2. Gives it a little bit of tank. Because we will have it. And then for drones, I would have at least 2 drone. Ah. Let's put compact. And so we'd put 4 missiles. We'll just put standard. Well, we'll do we'll just do standard scourge. Right, so we don't need the jump drive on all the time, and then if we actually have only activate it when we need it. So we'll be able to. Well, once they get like close in, like gather the drones. And then we will put. So we don't need tracking scripts, right? No, we don't need tracking scripts. Then we'll put drones on here. We'll put say like this, because they can only have 4 active at a time. But they basically give me added firepower. But if I actually remove and go for, if I can actually do bouncer 2s, I can do 184 DPS. For rigs, what would their the optimal range would be? Yeah, they would have almost as much range. Isn't there a drone rig? Yeah, there isn't like one that I can use. So put like a EM reinforcer. And then I'll do alright, just stay there for like 421 DPS. That's actually, I think that's better than mine on this one. I'm gonna save this as a I'll get people's opinion on it. I can't actually use them because I don't have drone trace and drone shooting for. I don't use drones. I'm actually not really good with drones. Um. Oh yeah, no. I actually kicked that one out of the. And then this will be the last mission, and yeah. That was an interesting idea to do. I'm already set up for EM, correct? Or am I still on explosion? No, I'm still set up for EM. So let's actually resupply those. Repair. And then, yeah.
Warp drive active.
Okay. So, 56 days? If I do actually get my standard birthday present from my mother, please, that would be very, very helpful to me, mother. I could knock out Kadari Battleship 5. Because I only need, like, um, I don't need much on it. I think I need, like, 140,000. And then I can convert the rest of it to upgrade 5. But, that would knock out most of. Actually, by the time I'm actually would be getting it, to Peter Specialization, I would have Peter Specialization 2, and already slowly working on Kadari Battleship 5. Um, so I should be able to get to that by maybe the first. That's not also including um. Oh, that's right. I still have that. I hate doing missions in to glory in space. Let's actually get my drones into this fight. Start engaging that target. I'll be start working on the controller. They should be able to deal with that guy, no problem. Oh yeah, my drones actually have this. Drone bay. Yeah, I wasn't worried because they were so close. I need to target 2 Pacific ships. 2 sleep. Oh wow, these missile batteries are gonna tear my ass up. A new one. Go 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 go. Okay, so alright, so my shield is okay. My armor's okay, so I don't have to go and repair it. I just need to recharge my shields. I did not expect to have that much incoming damage as I warp in. I'm gonna have to take out those missile batteries first because they do the most amount of damage. Let's reload fully. And then warp to the location. Okay, I didn't waste any missiles. All right. Yeah, this mission is gonna take a long time because I'm gonna have to engage this. Let's actually engage these frigates at closer range. All right. Then. Wow, they have really good resistance. They have better resistances than I do. What I'm trying to do is knock out these shits that I can get into range with. And then, so I can then move in and start dealing with the towers. I think if I get rid of that, slaver, I think that's the mission done. Let's try that. And we'll go from there. Yep. Set destination. And then, yep. I'm gonna find some, like, some ISK, but I don't want to have to deal with all those towers. Whatnot, because those towers are freaking lethal, man. And it's past 5, so it's almost dinner time.
Third drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
The mission. That should do it. Yeah, I have over 80 mil. 80,000. Well, I do have over 80 mil. Double checking that's the right one. Do I want the Alchemist gas huffing? Because I want selling for a bit more than. Um. $805. Yeah, let's actually see. Cause we're close to Judah. So there's some going for like 156. And then we do science. Yeah, I can go to perimeter. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. But that will be it for the stream. I hope you all have a lovely day. This is Kavfire signing off. Peace.